What is up, you guys? It is Maddie bringing you another Balloonion episode in the Learning Balloonion series. So, this is another post-dated commentary. This is a commentary I did, well, I'm doing now, because I couldn't record the audio at the time. It's as simple as this. I was recording videos and I had company at the time, so I was just doing raids and slyly recording it, but I couldn't commentate over because everyone would go, "What the fuck are you doing, Matt?" But anyway, so this is the first replay I wanted to show you. As you can see, 3 expos pointing upwards. So now that I've finished the series and been done it for a little while, I probably wouldn't attack this sort of base. Although there is a nice chunk of it, buildings on the outside. So then you kind of think, oh, should I, shan't I? So it's a kind of like a unsure. Anyway, I was able to take the first 2 arch towers down and get hold of the whole clan castle at that time as well. So now I'm just trying to get them into one little spot. That one lizard wizard is dragging at the back. There we go, one nice chunk, and I was able to drop a lightning straight on them. So now that most of everything's gone, I can just drop a couple of minions to finish up. And there they go. There go the clan castle troops. The only thing left is the queen, but I can't see her. Don't know where she is. So anyway, I'm trying to take down that wizard tower. Meanwhile, on the left, as you can see, I've used rage to drop in a couple of balloons to take down the other arch tower. And I was hoping they were going to go for the wizard tower, but they didn't, which is kind of annoying. And now I'm going in at the top, balloons. I was able to use double a rage to cover 2 defences, so that 2 groups of balloons would take them both down. Unfortunately, they didn't take that last arch tower down. So now, where are we? I try and take down the last arch tower. I use some rage with a couple of balloons to do that. And then there's only one more arch tower I need to worry about on the right hand side of the base. Now I don't know if I go for that. I think first obviously I took down the minions. I'm not sure if I had any balloons left. It's difficult to say when you're going from memory. But looking at this, the minions are doing a good job in taking down those buildings. The percentage is flying up. So I don't really need to worry at all, to be honest. There we go, 48%. I'd have had my heroes left. Just looking if there's anything else that's going to go down. Got the 49% on that army camp. Then the last, I dropped the last group of minions down the bottom to get that 50%, and I can get out of there. So awesome, 10 trophies. That's a perfect amount. If I can get 10 trophies every raid, I'd be a happy boy. But it doesn't always go like that. So anyway, going into the next replay. Unfortunately, you can clearly see what I'm doing, but hey ho. Let's go and have a look at what I do on this base. So 3 expos pointing downwards. It's a good sign. Air defense is covering an okay percentage, but not a massive. So all we need to worry about is those arch towers, really. There's also some dark elixir there. I don't know if I'm able to get that. I just took a chunk with the balloon bombs, which is awesome. There's an arch queen's down the bottom. So I'm going to have to lure her at some point, and this might be the perfect opportunity to do it. I don't know why I didn't lure her. I think I suddenly realised and dropped the rage spell to compensate, but too little too late. I think the Archer Queen just did a good job in taking my balloons down, so then I had to lure and kill the Archer Queen, which isn't a problem. Just drop about 10 minions down. It depends on a level, to be honest. I don't have the perfect amount of balloons to say to drop down to take that minions. Sorry, to take down the Arch Queen, but you'll get it when you practice a bit. I think I dropped 3 balloons there. Seems to be a good amount for that. And then another rage spell and group of balloons on the left-hand side to take down that arch tower. And I was hoping they were going to do the air defense, but with the amount of balloons I dropped and the Inferno Tower covering it, I was never going to do it. So I dropped some minions around the outside now that I've covered it. I was hoping those last balloons are going to go into the arch tower, but as you can see they went for the mortar, which was kind of annoying. But they then were able to go in and finish up the arch tower, which is great. So now just dumping the minions around the outside, flying up the percentage, and it's not going to be too tricky at all to get it up to 50%. Just waiting for the last few buildings to go down. There's the 50, so now I know that I'm going to win. And now I've got a choice, and I think my choice was to go for the Dark Elixir, but I didn't think the Barb King was going to attract all my minions, which is well annoying. I think I did have the Arch Queen. I just got her to take some Dark from the drill, and then got the hell out of there with 1.7k Dark, so all in all that was a pretty good raid. I think I've got one more replay to show you my attack log. So I don't know if you saw it there. If you had a quick, if your eyes were quick, you would have. So let's have a look what we've got here. 2 expos pointing upwards. That's not a good sign. Air defences. We've got 2 that are in the middle, so they're not a problem. 1 being worked on, but 1 down the bottom, which is a problem. So a lot of buildings are on the outside. So I probably wouldn't attack this base now, just because there's upwards facing expos, and the fact that there's so many like builder huts and stuff in the middle of the base, which is a percentage that you need. But anyway, I lured the clan castle, and obviously I've got the Archer Queen's attention. But the lightning didn't take much of the wizards down, so I had to finish up with quite a few minions to take the rest of the wizards down. Then the Archer Queen came over to play, but the wizard went down, and so I just dropped some minions on the Archer Queen to take her down. So now back into the raid. We're only at 4%. We've already wasted a minute of the raid, and now we need to take down those other archer towers. So I dropped 3 balloons, I think, on each. I think 3 and a 2. Used the rage to take down both archer towers, although 1 didn't go down, obviously. So I dropped in 1 last balloon, which I was hopeful would do it, but it didn't again, so it's kind of a fail on that. So I had to drop in 1 more, which I was hoping was going to do it. I knew it was going to die, but on the splash damage, obviously it took it down. So same sort of strategy here. I think I use 1 rage, 3 balloons on each this time, if I'm clever. Rage, no, okay, that was a bit silly. But I've got it done anyway. Oh god, it's so hard to judge what's going to happen when you drop these balloons down. Now, I think I saved my rage for this archer air defense down at the bottom. I knew that could get me some extra percentage. So once that was down, and I was able to drop the minions all the way around the map. Now, the only issue really here is that the minions didn't. Sorry, I was unable to take down the last arch tower on the left-hand side of the map. Which was covering a nice all those army camps basically, and the upwards facing expo. So I got to 40% now. This is kind of a good spot to be in. Now I don't know if I had my heroes. Sorry, hold on. Something's causing a bit of interference. There we go. I don't know if I had my minions on me. Sorry, my heroes. I don't know why I keep calling them that. Anyway, but yeah, I sort of dropped my king onto their king, which was not a good idea. I don't think I had the Archer Queen with me. The minions flew into a wizard tower and just got absolutely destroyed. What else happened? Here comes the Archer Queen, so I did have her as well. So I threw her in at the bottom. There's a bit of a too little too late. I threw her down by a blooming inferno, which really didn't help. So yeah, just a really poor execution on that base. Poor hero placement, just not the best deployment. It's just a bit of a fail raid. So I'm glad to be shot of that now, and I can show you a much better one, which is always nicer. So here we go. This is, as you can see on this one, we have got 2 experts pointing upwards, but it's a Town Hall 9, and if it's Town Hall 9, it's a sure as hell I'm going to be attacking it. So I lured out the clan castle. Luckily there's a witch, which doesn't do much damage at all to my balloons or minions actually, because it's air defense. But I threw in another balloon to make sure I got all the clan castle troops. I don't think there was an Archer Queen on this one, but I'm speaking from memory. I might be speaking absolute bull. But I can't. No, there isn't the Archer Queen. Obviously not. So I lured the clan castle anyway, which consisted of a couple of witches and a level 6 wizard up to the left hand side. I was able to sort of take them down. That wizard's gone down now. That's nice. And now I just need that queen, that witch to go down, and she's gone. Bearing in mind the skeletons are there, so if I drop my king now, the skeletons are going to go straight for him. But I went in for it from the left-hand side. I thought I had a nice little route into the town hall. 3 of those air defences are being worked on as well, might I add. So I thought I had this raid in the bag. But watching what happened, it's just incredible how quickly balloons die when there's wizard towers involved. It's unbelievable. Like if I had a heal spell, all those balloons on the top left would be would have done a hell of a lot more damage. But anyway, that expo, it took down my minions pretty quick, and the minions were going down the bottom right hand side of the base instead of in towards the town hall. I was checking the flight path then and there, And what I needed to do now is try and put all the minions. A Tesla popped up when I had the flight path of the minions down, and they all went towards the Tesla. How annoying is that? So what could have been a great 2-star, I think ended up in a lovely 1-star. So it's just the way of it. I did learn a bit on that. God, it's so unpredictable raiding is sometimes, but it happens. Anyway, I threw the last minions in the tunnel too little too late, and the Expo took them out, and I was able to walk away with 61% 1-star, so not all that bad in the end. Now we bring us on to this raid. So looking at it, the air defences are quite exposed, and they're close to the outside, so they will need to go down for part of this raid, as well as those arch towers. Now the Expos, are they pointing upwards? God, I was on a death wish. I was. If I fail this raid, it's because all the blooming Expos are pointing upwards. Wow, honestly, it's incredible to look back at what I was doing before and the mistakes I was making. Because this is a doozy of a mistake. I should not be attacking this base, and if I fail, that's the reason of it anyway. Because it's just a bad choice in base. Look at the coverage that those Expos are doing. Anyway. It'd be interesting to see if I clutch this, because I really don't remember. It's been so long. Honestly, it's been a couple of weeks since I recorded this. So I'm just checking if there's any more clan castle troops in there. Now, what I might be doing, actually, looking at it, it's going for the 1-star of the town hall, because the town hall is relatively exposed. So I think that's what I was doing here, thinking if I can clear down those buildings down the bottom, I can do a full balloon raid into the town hall. And then minions after to take down the town hall, not obviously 50% of the base. That must have been what my strategy was. Now, what I'm doing is I'm getting all those CC troops nice and clumped up, so I can use a lightning on them. I'm using a lot of minions, but it's worth it if you can get the CC nice and weak. Now, it kept doing this to me. Level 5 and 6 wizards. They just wouldn't get that much hurt in a lightning storm. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's really random and well annoying. Anyway, clan castle down. Archer Queen's about to go down, so I think I'm going to go for a full-on strike towards the town hall. Yeah, clearly you can see what I'm doing. So a couple of rage spells to rush in those balloons, and you can see I'm pumping the minions in at the bottom as well, hoping that they're going to go on the pathway into the town hall as well. In go the heroes as well. As you can see, I went whole hog on this raid, hoping I could do some serious damage to that town hall. And look at that. all the balloons are down. The minions are getting absolutely KO'd by those wizard towers. Everything's shooting my hero now, my king. He's going the wrong way. Wow, that's why it was a fail. I called it as well. I knew that was a bad choice of raid. So, if you learn anything from that, don't be like me on that raid. Anyway, here we go. 3 Expos, 1 being worked on, the other 2 pointing down. Perfect. 1 air defense down as well. The air defense is close to the centre. Perfect candidate for a raid. Looking at the outside buildings though, there's not. I'm going to need to dig into the base a little bit, but there's 2 air defences being worked. 3 air defences being worked on. Wow, this is the perfect raid. I could get this one down nicely. So, taking down the Archer Queen, because she's easily lureable. And it's time to start taking down those Archer Towers. So, I might do the 1 raid, 2 Archer Towers. Yeah, perfect. I'm impressing myself. But that Tesla, quite annoying. Tell you what, it is really annoying when a Tesla suddenly pops up out the ground. Sort of mucks up your plan a little bit. But didn't do too bad at all, to be honest. And you can see I'm able to clinch loads of percent down there. Okay, so now we've got an arch tower and a wizard tower there. So I did 2 and then followed by 1 balloon. I was able to get hold of the full. I got hold of the full clan castle in the interim. But look at that! Oh, that wizard tower so nearly went down. Anyway, at this point I've lured the clan castle. It's time to lure them over to the right hand side or a clear area, so you can drop a lightning and then finish up by taking them down. So I'm going to swig of my rum and coke. So let's see what damage left. Loads of wizards left, which is, I'm telling you now, it's so annoying when someone's got loads of wizards and then the lightning just doesn't take hardly any of them down. But anyway, Have to drop a few minions at a time because the splash damage will take 2 or 3 minions down at a time if you're not careful. There we go. He should be going down now. The minions are quicker than wizards. Okay, so one last balloon in there because the splash damage is going to kill that thing. I need to speed up the raid now. So as you can see, I'm really starting to drop in the balloons a bit quicker, raging them up into that wizard tower as well. Starting to deploy some minions around because they can get me the extra percentage. And I'm looking at the left hand side, and there's 2 arch towers. So I'm just going to take those down, drop a few balloons on each. I've still got 3 balloons left, so I think, why not? I'll bung it in there, throw a rage spell on as well, drop in some minions. I mean, this should be an absolute whitewash. It's the perfect sort of raid for this. Oh, yes! I got that air defense down as well, which is quite awesome. Anyway, yeah, this is the perfect sort of raid for Balloonion, to be honest, guys. So I hope, and look at that, I'm going to absolutely scream through it. So I'm going to be getting close to 60% here. So now, I had my clan castle troops, which wasn't many minions at all. I was quite annoyed about that. I'd completely forgot about them. Or hadn't let it fill up. So I was trying to get a bit of dark elixir there, simple as that. But I didn't have any heroes as well, so that was kind of risky. But look at this. I'm approaching 70% this raid. So you can tell when you've got it right, it's right. And this guy's got max defences pretty much, or getting close to anyway. So fair play to him. And that was a really good raid. I'm really impressed with that. Hope you enjoyed it. I tell you what, it's like I'm watching these raids with you because I'm bloody keep saying it, don't I? Anyway, this raid, dead base. Look at the Inferno Towers, they're dead. Look at the Expos. If you look very carefully, you know where to look. You can tell if they're alive or dead as well. So it's going to be crucial to get the clan castle out. Oh well, you got to presume there isn't clan castle when it's a dead base actually, because this guy's let his base die. But he's in a clan, so kind of risky. But what I'm trying to do now is get the archer queen, because I'm going to go in for the centre of the base. So I'm dropping a balloon, got the archer queen's attention. Didn't really see anything in the clan castle, so I presumed here that the clan castle was empty. There's loads of loot as well, which makes it a lovely sort of raid to go for. When there's a hell of a lot of loot, it always makes a difference and makes you consider a base a lot more than you would do otherwise. But it's a dead base, so it's a gimme. So what we're doing now is dropping a few balloons in to start targeting the key defences, and then all my balloons down the bottom, and I'm going to rage them in. And I'm now going to pump my minions in around. I'm sort of doing them round in a line to start taking down all the buildings. And then I'm going to do it sort of, I should focus them in the middle. Look, see how I did that? So I've got a group that goes into the middle as well as some that are clearing down the outside buildings. But the balloons took down the town hall. And when that happens as well, oh my god, the pressure just drops straight from under you. Look at all those builder huts there, so I know that I can get loads of percentage there, so I can 2-star it. So I'm just thrilled at this point. I'm just thinking, where can I get some extra loot? But I don't think there's any clear lines to loot here. Maybe that dark elixir drill. So I might have tried to be clearing a path into there. But I was just testing, seeing if I could creep up to 50% without using too many troops, so that then I could go for the dark elixir. But look at that, got the 2-star, sent the queen in, got her ready, got her going for the dark elixir as well. At this point in the raid, it's just happy days and you just go for it. So I didn't use my lightning either, but look at that, 2,000, nice bit of loot as well. So that was that, guys. And I hope the episode literally ended there. I didn't do any outro, I didn't do record, go back to base or anything like that. So I'm glad you watched that episode. I'm glad I was able to sort of record it even though I couldn't commentate, but I've done a commentary now for you. And thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and if I don't see you, well, yeah, I'll see you on the next video, guys. So over and out.